All right, friends. I love I love whatever order works for you guys. I meant to text you, Lise, to tell you that it wasn't quite just 45 minutes and you might have to start it a little earlier, but it looks like that wouldn't have mattered anyway because it still would have been just a little too long. So going back to that is great, or starting it after is great. Just think how limber you'll feel, Dave, doing your stuff after. We are using a ball or something that can be like a ball. So I figured you're observant. So it could be a rolled up yoga mat. It could be a blanket, a towel, something that you have rolled up to make about a 4-inch lift. We will be doing that ball stretch today. And then with your feet about hip width apart, go ahead and slide the weight up onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels, trying to settle your mind for a second. And then pull back on the heels, lift the toes. Slide to the outside rim of the foot, so you're pulling the inside rim up and off the floor. And then slide to the inside rim. So we're just playing with that positioning of the feet, loosening up from position to position. Then place your feet so that you can feel the back, the front, side to side connect to your mat. Soften your knees. And flex your quads, pull the knees back over the heels. And then soften the knees and place them right over your feet. So again, we go into that exaggeration forward, exaggeration back, and then we settle in the center. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Oh, thanks. Notice, Lisa, they're the same ones from 10:15. Wah, wah. And slide back. Oh, yay. So good. Lisa, Athleta is having a big sale. Shift to the right. So all my leggings are final sale, so you can't return them, but they've been like $25. So it's exciting. And switch to the left. I know. It's been a day. But we're here together now. Same sweaty clothes and all. And then slide the weight so the knees and the feet and the hips are all in line. Take the shoulders, roll them forward, tilt the chin to chest. And then roll the shoulders back and down. So Lisa, when you buy these pants, this cuff isn't the design. It's just because I'm so short. So I create a cuff with all of my pants, but yours will just be a regular normal legging. And then bring the shoulders center, right ear to the right shoulder. Oh, Chelsea. You guys make it easy. I love our time together. And the stretching, I'll be honest, this is a new thing that who knows if we ever would have discovered this without our current situation. Left ear to the left shoulder. If you notice, most of my pants are black, so you can't see. But my leggings always are rolled up like I'm in first grade, rolling up my pants. And then bring the head center, deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back. Drop the hands. Let go of what you don't need. If that's stress and tension in the neck, the jaw, the shoulders, mental, physical, emotional. Release it, if only for a moment. Let it go. Breathe. And slowly roll yourselves all the way up. Nice and tall. Deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop the navel to spine, drop the hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward, high hover. Squeeze your behind, pull your belly button in, drop down into a low hover. Press the chest through, lay your thighs down, flatten your feet. Right, Lisa? I know, we're on opposite ends of that spectrum. Nice extension through the hip flexors. And then sink back into that child's pose stretch. I try and wear clothes that I don't work out in to stretch so that I'm not tempted to do a ton of hovers. So I'm really having to use self-control in my workout attire. And then slide back into that hip extension, squeeze your glutes, lift the heart. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, press back into that child's pose. One more time, slide forward, hip extension. Squeeze your glutes, so the tighter the glutes, the more you'll open up the hips. Oh, hey Heidi, glad you're here, friend. And then sink back, tuck the hips under. Inhale. And exhale, slide up onto your hands and knees. Stick the toes into the floor. Lift your hips, press the hips back. So you're pressing back and up towards the ceiling with the hips, with the tailbone. Then float your right leg up and back behind you. Pull the right leg through into pigeon. So once you're in that pigeon stretch, again, you can play with the angle of this right leg. So you can have the foot more parallel to the mat. Some of you will have flexibility to have this angle parallel to the mat and this left hip pressed down. I don't have that flexibility, but if you do, play with that movement to increase. Yes, I know this one's always a fan favorite. Crawl your upper body forward if you can. Let your head, neck, and shoulders relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands back up. Once you walk the hands back up, sit on your right hip and then take that left leg out to the side. So with that leg out to the side, lift your body nice and tall. Twist towards your left leg and then bow towards that left leg. You can angle and tap just the hands to the floor. You could walk your hands forward. You could grip the foot. So once you pick the position of the upper body, drive this right hip down. Every time you exhale, really consciously work on letting go. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back to the body. Now you're going to take this right leg, if you can, slide it out to the side. So that doesn't have to, if that doesn't work for you, you can do a second one with that leg tucked in. So again, if that inversion doesn't feel good on the knee, keep the foot tucked and then walk your body just a little closer to that left leg. Inhale. Exhale. To deepen the stretch, pull your left toes towards the shin. Drive this right hip down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, crawl your hands back up. From here, open up both legs. So now you have your legs wide to the side, flex your feet. You can move around a little bit in that. Take that right arm up and over towards the left, and then look upward. And switch, take that left arm up and over. So instead of rotating towards the floor, we're lifting up. and bring it back to center. Now turn towards your right and crawl your hands forward. When we lean into this right leg, we try and counter, contract, and press into that left hip. Inhale. Exhale, crawl center. So if you can bring your forehead to the floor, go for it. If your hands feel plenty, great. Elbows, where you can stack your hands and place your forehead on your hands. Big deep breath in. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Walk your hands back. Turn towards your left leg and then crawl towards it. Pressing into this right hip to deepen the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. And exhale, crawl back up. One more time to the center. Inhale. Exhale, let go. One more big deep breath in. Exhale. Now lift your body, walk your hands back. You're going to bring both legs in front, so now your legs are together. Draw the hands forward. So we're trying to keep the back nice and straight. Just lean in. You can have your hands at the thighs, your hands at the calves, your hands at the feet. If you pull your toes towards you, even if your knees are bent, you'll get a little deeper calf stretch, gastrocnemius and soleus. So your calves and your hamstrings are going to try and grip so you can't get in there. And you have to work on teasing it and letting that go. So every exhalation, think, let go of your calves, let go of your hamstrings, let the weight of your legs fall into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Inhale. And exhale. Crawl your hands back up. Turn over. I love that. Such a great idea, Lisa. Yes, a band really helps for sure. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift the tailbone. Press back into the heels. That tailbone should be able to lift just a little bit higher after that stretch. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, pull your left leg all the way through into pigeon. Yes. So remember, if I want to change the intensity or see how my flexibility through the hip is, I can move this left shin and try and make it more parallel to the mat, and then press your right hip down towards the floor to see what mobility you can get. Big deep breath in. And then exhale if you feel comfortable, crawl your body forward. Inhale. Exhale, press into your right hip and then pull away with your left hip. So you're creating that push-pull with your own muscle. Inhale. Exhale, lift yourself back up. Once you come up into that nice tall position, you rock onto that left glute and then bring that right leg out to the side. So initially, that first set, you have your left foot tucked in, lift your body nice and tall, twist your body towards your right foot, and then lean in. Our goal is to picture these left ribs turning towards that right leg. You can grab onto the foot if you want. You could come down onto your elbows. You could bring your forehead to the leg if you have the mobility. Move around a little bit. Find where you're tense, and then linger where your body needs it. Inhale. Exhale. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back up. Take your left leg. Oh, yay. I'm so glad, Chels. That left leg swings out to the side. That's going to give you a little bit more flexion. So that left leg out to the side, lift your body nice and tall. Start there. Turn your body and then lean in. Each day that's going to look a little bit different depending on what activity you've done prior. So if you're a little bit tighter, that's not a bad thing. That just means that you worked your glutes, your hamstrings, your hips, and then we just need to kind of move around in that, find where that mobility feels right today. Pressing into this left side, that's your counter contraction so that you can reach and push into that stretch on the right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Big deep breath in. Exhale, let go. Crawl your hands back up. From there, straighten that left leg so that you have a nice open stance from side to side. Move around a little bit in your hips, and then just to see if our mobility has shifted or changed, second round, anchor your sits bones, and then turn to the left or to the right, and then reach down, keeping that left hip grounded. Inhale. Exhale, crawl center. Inhale. Exhale. Walk to the left. Push your right hip down. Breathing is so valuable, so taking time to really slow your breath. Inhale nice and deep, don't cheat the inhalation. Get a big full breath. And then exhale, come back to center. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Walk your hands back. Soften your knees. Turn yourself so that you're back on your hands and knees. Scoop your belly button in. Round your back. Flatten your back. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift your tailbone. Press back. Inverted V. Take the tailbone and lift it up. So you don't want to tuck it under. You go in reverse. So you lift the tailbone nice and tall towards the ceiling. Lift that right leg. Now as we bring our right leg through, you bring it through and turn it out, and then set your left knee down. So you have your right toe turned out, facing that right corner. You have your left knee down on the floor, and then bring your left hand down and bring your right hand up and back behind you. So again, you can tease that a little bit. You can come down, open, come down, and open. See what mobility you can get, and then press down into that left hip. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand down so that now your right hand and your left hand are together. You can stay here or come down onto your elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back up. Dig your left toes into the floor. Step your right foot back so that you're now in that high hover. Inverted V, press back. Tailbone tipped up. Left leg floats up. Big deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left foot, step it through. The left foot is turned out to that left corner. Lay that right knee down, flatten the right foot. Take that left arm back behind you. Play into that hip a little bit again. So if we need to come back and stretch, and then come back and stretch, see what you need. Press deep into your right hip. Big deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat. Set both hands or elbows down to the floor and then lean into that so that you're pressing into this front leg, pulling the right knee and the left knee in opposition. Inhale. Exhale, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands back to the mat. Dig your right toes into the floor, lift the right knee. Step back with the left. Drop the knees. Sink back into child's pose. Bringing us into our finish. Rotate around onto your back. So once you're on your back, straighten your legs so we can assess how tight our back is today. So in that, you're trying to feel from your tailbone to the next point of contact what your spine is like. So if you have a 1-inch gap or a 2-inch gap, or it's long or it's short, that's what you're trying to feel underneath your spine, underneath your back. And then from there, bend the knees, lift your bottom, place your ball or a roller or a rolled up mat or a towel, anything that you can get some elevation of the hips, and then straighten the legs. So you're lifting the hips so these hip flexors can stretch over the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, let go of your hips. So the weight of the legs, you want to release those so it'll pull the hip flexors longer. One more big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slide your feet towards the ball. Lift your knees up so that they come up towards the chest. If you need to adjust where your roller or your mat or your ball is, you want to have it so that it's tipping the tailbone up. The knees come in and then the knees hang open. So in that position, we're not forcing anything, we're just letting the knees in and open to where they want to land. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, kick the feet. So you're kicking your feet up and back behind you. When we kick the legs, it lengthens out the hamstrings, which then lengthens out where it pulls into the glutes and into the lumbar spine. Now flex your feet. If we don't have the ability, so it won't be that every stretch we can straighten the legs, but if you notice that we don't have the mobility to straighten the leg, then that's something we want to work on, those hamstrings not being so tight that your knees are constantly in that bent position. Now, from there, hold the legs still, open up the legs, reach the heels to the outer walls. You can grab onto your big toes if you want. You can press the calves down towards the mat, the inner thighs down towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees, and let your knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex your feet, and let your feet open. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees, let your knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close your knees, straighten your legs, flex your feet, and open. We have just one more round, last opportunity. Big deep breath in. Exhale, close the legs, bend the knees, let the knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex the feet, and open. Now from there, you can use your hands to press out. Oh, I love it, Heidi. You can pull on the toes. Big deep breath in. Exhale, bring the legs together. Pull the calves towards you, lift your head. Inhale. Exhale, set your head down, soften your knees. Set one foot down at a time. Lift your hips up and off the ball. Roll your back down, straighten your legs. Now feel that space underneath your back. The tighter your back is, the more you should notice a difference from the first, before, and the after. Your back should melt into the floor, so your ribs, everything's just a little bit closer to the ground. Hands come down to the side, slowly roll yourselves up and turn over onto your hands and knees. Dig the toes into the floor, lift the tailbone, press back. Walk the hands back, scoop the belly button in. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves up, squeezing the glutes, pulling your belly button in, rolling your shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in, arms up. And exhale one more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, give yourselves a big hand. Good work making time for stretching today, you guys. I appreciate you being here. Oh, Chels, I appreciate that. I feel like that's all we all do that for one another. So I thank you guys for shining so bright in my world. And then I give it you give it to me, I give it right back to you. And that's a symbiotic relationship. So I love it. I appreciate you. And then moving on, our stretching, I feel like we're at least maintaining. So we're doing a ton of strength work that's different. We're getting strong in whole different ways. And then the stretching is really helping us not get tighter and more bound up from all that work. So we should be feeling like we're either progressing in our flexibility a little bit, or at least not going backwards with all of the strong strength work. So, I love it, Marnie. Well, you just get to hit play on that one backwards. It will be like we're still doing it because I'm in the same exact outfit. So you won't even notice, Marnie, that it's older. It'll seem current. So have a great rest of the night, you guys. Enjoy the sunshine this week, and I will see you tomorrow.